We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Throwing on second and long. Powell. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. And Howe will throw it. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion, Slayton. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
Now Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. Well, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
In motion, Slayton. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Powell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. Powers through. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Commanders 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 11. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Howell. That's to his running back. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Once again, he finds Slayton. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Giants.
Wilson. Completed to Hyatt. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. In motion, Slayton. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Giants 14, Commanders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2. Howell now to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Little bootleg here. Howell sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Giants.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next to score, Giants 21, Commanders 10.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Howell. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throwing here, Howell. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell. They'll roll him out right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Howell from the gun. This pass hauled in by Dotson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Just too many mistakes in all phases of the game. Still, you've got a chance to get this back to a 1-score game here in the 3rd quarter. You've got to be able to convert here. Instead, it comes up empty.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Again, it's Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Powell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. They'll buy some time right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
How many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Giants 28, Commanders 10.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 10.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
2nd and 13. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team. And oh, it's blocked. And now Washington has it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to Waller. Touchdown! Darren Waller, 30 yards. And the Giants add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Second and 9.
Hey, check that. Street.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Rolling to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Commander's 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. They go play action here on first down.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready, straight.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. 2nd and 1. And this one too low. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 3-yard line.
Here we go, Check, hurt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Second and a couple.
They'll drop to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
You